I grew up as a mostly happy child, other than when I played the nightmare game. It's not really a game, but Mom and Dad used to call it that, to make it sound less threatening than what it was. The house I grew up in is the same one my dad lived in as a child. It's actually been in the family for many, many years, I've been told. Apparently, the nightmare game has been around for just as many. I never thought it was unusual that my brother and I slept in our parents' room. I figured most kids did it until it came up at recess, when I was 11, and I was subsequently made fun of for months. I remember yelling at my parents that I wanted to sleep in my own bedroom where all my toys were. I even argued that there was a bed already in there, and it made perfect sense. Of course, my little brother started protesting about the current sleeping arrangement as well, and finally my parents told us the story. My dad told me about the woman who lived here at night. Usually she'll stay downstairs though, and occasionally she can be heard creaking about or laughing to herself. But mostly you can only hear her if she comes upstairs. I don't know what she does downstairs, and I haven't ever ventured down to find out. As long as you stay in bed, you're safe and she won't bother you. But the minute your feet touch the ground, the game begins. It's not hard to win. She moves very slowly and doesn't try to trick you. Once you get back into bed, she'll head back downstairs. If she touches you, however, you lose. My dad first discovered her when he was very young. He also would sleep in his parents' room, and anytime he had to get up, my grandmother would be with him and made sure they made it back to bed promptly. But once he got up to use the bathroom, and he didn't wake his mother, and she didn't hear him leave the bed. He was using the ensuite bathroom, and my grandmother woke up when she heard the woman trying to open the bedroom door. She grabbed my father and threw him onto the bed. The rattling at the door stopped, and the woman went away. When my father was a little older, his cousin slept over, and she didn't believe any of this was real. My dad woke her up in the middle of the night and led her to the top of the staircase. Once they saw the woman emerge from a downstairs hallway and begin climbing up the stairs, they ran back onto his bunk bed. My dad thought this would scare her, but instead his cousin became fascinated with her. Anytime she'd spend the night, she would let the woman get closer and closer before darting back into bed. One night, my dad and his parents heard a blood-curdling scream from his cousin. They all got up and went to investigate, and found the woman drenched in blood and looking deliriously happy, my dad described. My dad ran into his parents' bed with them as they all accepted they couldn't do anything. They never found his cousin, but apparently the house smelled like a rotting corpse for weeks. My parents trialed me sleeping in my bedroom, but they forced me to stand at the top of the staircase the first night, so that I could see her and know it wasn't a joke. The best way I could describe her is cartoonish. She has huge yellow eyes and jagged, sharp teeth. She looks like she's covered in dirt and has scratch marks all over her arms. Her legs are crooked and she walks very clumsily. When she's far away from you, she looks determined, but the closer she gets, the happier she looks. She'll start salivating and get drool all over the floor. If she's that close, you better pray you're close to bed. I would rarely leave bed once it was nighttime.